Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, good morning, good morning, good morning, bonjour. How are you today? Hope you're well. This is Ken at 10. Thanks for joining us. We're live every day at 10 o'clock here in our offices in Southwest London, talking all things property and whatever else is going on, really. Here in Southwest 16 Norbury, which is sandwiched between Croydon to the south and Streatham to the north, right along the A23 there. A busy little commuter town. We're zone 3, so we get a lot of professionals looking to buy and rent in the area. In terms of the weather right now, it's a little bit overcast, a bit disappointing really, but it's been that way, hasn't it? It's like 1 minute it's raining, next minute sunshine. Been great for the garden. I mean, it even seems to work on hair. We got a girl in our office yesterday, had short hair. Today, she's got long hair. Don't know what happened there. A couple of things. So in terms of property news, things are generally busy. The market is really busy around homes that need work, specifically. Anything that needs work seems to be, I've said for a long while now, we're in what I call the homes under the hammer generation, where people love a place that needs work because they feel that it's got the P word, potential, they can add value. And this is what people are after. And quite often, in fact, most of the time, they underestimate the cost of those works. I call it the homes under the hammer generation, when everybody sees that, wrecker of a house and thinks I can add value to that and it's exciting. And they see it 1 minute a wreck, the next minute, whoosh, that was easy, wasn't it? And trust me, it's never that easy, but it kind of looks it. One of our marketing partners emailed us yesterday and said, congratulations, you are the top agent for instructions in CR7. Which is great news, CR7 being Thornton Heath, our border area, because we're in Norbury SW16. But it's good to know that we're even smashing it down there in an area that we're not actually based in. And it goes to show that sometimes it's not just about where you are, it's about what you do and how active you are and how proactive you are and how well you treat your clients. And certainly we're coming across well on that. It's GCSE day today. So good luck to all of those of you that are getting results today. I hope you do well. I know what a critical time it is. I can remember when my children were of that age, the different experiences we had. Our daughter smashed it. She was very academic. But I remember her school saying before those results were put forward that they would be very sorry, but would have to let go any students that didn't get straight A's, because she was in quite an academic school. And I thought it was awful. All those years of teaching, and then the children that didn't quite make those A grades were dumped out that school and made to go to sixth form elsewhere. Well, it's terrible. And of course, then they would import in bright children from other schools in order to supplement their own results. It just seems wrong to me. Well, what are you doing? Are you teaching, or are you just taking in students that are already bright and supported by their parents? Very frustrating. I know if you're in that situation, my heart goes out to you. And then our son was quite a different experience as well. He struggled at high school, didn't get great GCSE results, but then he found Reigate College in his case, and he went there. And I remember him saying very well, he said, look, the thing is here, they treat me like an adult. The experience is different. I really do enjoy it. And he came away from that with great A-level results and went on to get his degree, having qualified to get into university. So, GCSE results, they don't define you. If you don't get the grades you want, it's not the end of the world. There are plenty of people out there, me included, that weren't very academic, but managed to find their own way in life. And many entrepreneurs have never had any formal qualifications. So don't let it think, it's the end of the world if you don't get the grades you want. There are always other routes to success, and it doesn't always have to be the recognized academia, especially now. The way you've had to learn over the last 18 months is extraordinary. I don't know how anyone learns anything from home, where you've got a parent trying to be a teacher, a child trying to learn while watching their social media, no doubt, on the one hand, and on the other hand, there they are having an online lesson. It's not the same thing. It's not as interactive. It's been really tough on people. So if you don't get the results you want, it's more than understandable given the situation. And I think a lot of students have still worked very hard. They've been tested and tested and tested. And, that hasn't necessarily shown through in your results. Then remember, it doesn't define you. Plenty of other ways that you can have success. It doesn't all have to be academic. So apart from that, we've got a busy day today. Lots going on the property management side today. Lots of inspections going on, a few valuations as well, and lots of viewings. We've got lots of people. We always find that every week there seems to be one instruction that everybody wants. We've got one of those weeks this week. In fact, we've got 3 properties that everybody wants. So it's gone a bit nuts. And sadly, that does mean that some people will be disappointed. You can't legislate for that. It is what it is. It's not our intention to disappoint people, but unfortunately, when the market's busy, that's likely to happen. And then tomorrow, of course, we're starting work on our podcast, and the title is drum roll, I've just made an offer which has been accepted. What could possibly go wrong? And it's just a discussion on, you've made your offer. What happens next? What can go wrong? Because there are plenty of hurdles between making an offer, having that offer accepted, and then getting it across the line to completion. So that's the podcast for tomorrow. We'll be releasing that and give you news on that. You can find it on Ken Humes podcast on iTunes or whatever your provider, Spotify, wherever else you're looking. We'll put a link up anyway on our socials so you can find it. And if you look in the back catalogue, we have many there, including one with Scott Chapman, our favourite surveyor, and one with Hema Sharma, our favourite solicitor. And she's coming on the show next Friday week, where we're going to be having another chat about what's going on with the market. Always great to get a solicitor's perspective on this as well, especially one with the insights that Hema has, where she deals with residential conveyancing exclusively. The other thing that happened yesterday, somebody came into the office and they asked if they could have some of my time. And they will remain nameless, but what happened was they came in and said that they had a problem where another freeholder was chasing them. They're a joint freeholder in a building, and the other freeholder was chasing them for some money. They were chasing them for money for repairs, and these repairs had never been properly authorized through the recognized procedure. So I said, well, number one, you don't owe them that money. But then number two, they wanted her to sign off that they were going to extend into their loft. And something that may interest you, if you're in a conversion flat and you happen to have access to the loft, it doesn't necessarily mean that you own that loft. And in this case, what we discovered was that the other lessee that was being very aggressive towards our client didn't actually own the loft. It wasn't part of their demise. What that means is that as a joint freeholder, she is entitled to compensation for them extending into that loft for any benefit they gain from that. And similarly, if you're a leaseholder and you don't own the freehold and you extend into the loft, you can expect that the freeholder will want an uplift, whatever the uplift is in value. He'll want a share of that, or she'll want a share of that, or the company will want a share of that. And in that case, we found that we were able to advise and change the boot to the other foot, where she'd been put upon by this particular freeholder and felt very bullied, was able to say, well, actually, I also own that loft. So if you want to extend into it, you need to speak to me and you need to pay me. So that turned everything around. She was very grateful. We did ask for a review, naturally, as you can imagine. So apart from that, I hope you have a great day. We'll be back same time tomorrow with another Ken at 10. Until then, stay safe and well, and all the very best for your GCSE results.